Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense set on first down. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Running toward the tape. The 10. Touchdown Broncos. A great catch and run for 6.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. First down for this offense. They believe they can run right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. They're trying to get to it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they hit.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Cougars will hustle to the line.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
The Cougars are rolling down the field. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Fires left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. After the misconnection, it's second down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but...
Gonna let it fly. Snatches it on the right. Oh, look out, there he goes. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right there.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit as he throws. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
The expressway is wide open. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Getting to the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. Going for the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive.
And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DB.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Broncos will get us started with the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
They'll ride Davis here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. BYU lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So we're scoreless. Their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop for the return at about the 28-yard line. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving away from pressure. He's going to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of...
Just plowing down the field. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on first down. Steps away. He fires it out to the right. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw one to his right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the pass. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away from the heat. He wants it all. Just threw that one way too far.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Skips away from pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Broncos! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield.
Fires and picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll let it go down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, 14 BYU 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Coming after him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Looking for a crease to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tongue and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to get remotely close to him.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. To the air on first down. They're down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry up. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pressure coming. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let him throw the football. Make him throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a fourth down and management. So much easier on the offense.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways. And on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll park it at the 18. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Getting some heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The short hands. It's Martin. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead. And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Spits it out to the back. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Throwing right. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Dumps it to the back. It's caught downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Boise State.
Boise State, number 3 in the end zone.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the offense on first down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Gets it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against the guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
That's caught. It's Sanders. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create something.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Now they'll run the draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Broncos want to move quickly. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
to throw, it's Sellers. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes...
And this will be caught at the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Runs through the tackle. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Gamecocks are in the red zone. Using the quick game. Touchdown Gamecocks! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. He'll get rid of it. Makes a connection. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
The spin, still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Broncos are in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to get rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
But man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires on the move. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 30. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Back to the air one more time. Using his legs to buy some time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. From the gun, the running back has it. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Looking for the score. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. And now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Carolina 7, Boise State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quick completion to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
They're bringing heat. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. I mean, seriously, what do you do against this guy? He is everything you want in a a quarterback.
And you can prepare for him all week, and you can put a wide receiver at quarterback to be scout team, but you just can't replicate a guy that can buy time, scramble around, break tackles, and then all of a sudden chuck the ball down the field and make you pay. Just too elite of a playmaker. Just got to find a way to get him on the ground early when you get those opportunities.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Looking for a productive play on first down. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Starting to feel a little pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
1st and 10.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Comes out throwing on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Buys a little, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lets it fly. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now adjusting. The throw. Finds his man. It's Genty. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's McDowell. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Grab behind the line. It's Sanders. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. Touchdown Broncos! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To the air, it's Sellers. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Off-play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. The throw. And that pass is intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Looking to scramble. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking off. He's looking for an open man on second down. Uncorks one to the middle. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He lets one fly deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Slings it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Broncos will hustle to the line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
At the 20, he's got space. He's loose. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Boise State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Harvard. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life,
Trying to get behind the defense. It's complete. A huge pickup. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And that one will give them the lead. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll let one go down the right side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Looking to scramble. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Broncos want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and you can tell the quarterback breaks a little bit and he starts moving and tries to throw a little bit across his body. And why is that dangerous? You're not accurate. You're not accurate with the football when you do that. And you could tell it wasn't close to being a completion. He's got to do a better job setting his feet, making a clear, concise, good throw.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a feel on the run. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Give to the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Nice move to pick up yardage. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield. It's Simon. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the returner will be brought down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Boise State.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Quarterback will audible. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take this over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Brings up 3rd and goal. Here we go.
3rd and goal for the offense. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Send me my invite back.
Early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Snares it outside. It's Harbor. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
day for this young fella. 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. You can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Boise State, 28.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter.
South Carolina, 49. Boise State, 28.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Unloads quickly. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. And the Broncos brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. He chucks one out to the right. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Touch pass on the run. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why off.
All kinds of room to the right. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he hauls it in at the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Looking to the big tight end. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this team.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 30.